Hello, Leo, and welcome to your extended. So, I wasn't going to do an extended, but I've been trying so hard to get the Virgo reading out, and Spirit just would not let me go and really wanted me to do this extended. Now, the reason why I wanted to stop doing extendeds was because it's like I would like to make money off of my gift. I would like to receive some type of monetary something to support the channel, you know? I mean, I'm doing this work, and although it is very fun and I love doing it and I really appreciate, the energies and everything that allow me to do this work, I would like for it to become my full-time job. So, with that being said, I will be doing this extended, of course, as you're watching this, but I will have to now charge for my services. So, with that being said, we're doing your extended. So we left off last time with almost like you realizing, well, I don't know if you had realized it yet, but that your actions were causing you to self-sabotage some type of connection that was really just wanting to come in and love on you, Leo. So what was happening is that you were being presented with this Queen of Pentacles, and she was showing up as someone who is incredibly nurturing, is helps to create a safe space for you to be able to come in and relax and chill. And well, if we're talking about trauma responses and self-sabotage and things of that nature, then it kind of gives me the idea that this Queen of Pentacles is helping to create a safe space for you to heal. And then what of course was happening was that I'm doing a recap just so that I can reframe my mind. So then what was happening is that you were actually sneaking out of the back door, dressed in the illusions of your own sabotaging ways. So that could of course be a myriad of things. You thinking, like, it was coming across as like you thinking something is a little bit too good to be true. Yeah, so then we had you moving into the Lovers and into the Empress, right? So what it was referring to was that, in the reality of the situation is that this Queen of Pentacles is actually the Empress. She's actually like the one who could see herself as being your wife. And when you look at her, there's something about it that is very fantastical. It seems like it's unreal. That's what it is. And so because of that, because you think that it's something that is not real, maybe perhaps stemming from you feeling that you don't deserve this type of love, it was causing you to dress yourself in the illusion that this wasn't real. However, what was happening is that while you were in this space, you were actually like receiving some type of insight or message that was telling you that this Queen of Pentacles, it's like it kind of looks like, so I actually didn't get into this in the YouTube portion because like, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of my own bias. I'm still working on that. But it's like I always want to have a good story, right? So in the YouTube portion of the reading, it was kind of looking like someone was moving away. You, Leo, were moving away from a particular individual that is representing the reality of love. So, oh, that's really beautiful. And kind of shifting into a space where there was some, it looks like you were playing both sides. That's what it was looking like. And now you can fit that into however you would like to. Um, it doesn't, I don't, like I'm really trying to steer away from using words like cheating and things like that, because I don't necessarily know if that is exactly what's happening. But what's happening is that it's almost like living in two different timelines. And what's happening here in your second row is that both of the timelines, in a sense, are seeing that you, Leo, are existing in both. It's almost like, it's kind of like, it seems like there's almost like a mechanism in the universal consciousness that is acting as maybe some type of, it's like the Matrix actually. It's acting as some type of gateway, if you will, that basically when someone exists in two places at once, they have to almost like choose one or the other. You can't exist in two timelines at once is really what the message is coming in here. And so when that happens, when you, Leo, try to exist in two places at one time, well, first of all, your energy is split. Your energy is split in two different places. It's almost as if they look like they're parallel timelines. And so because it's like you have access to both, so you can kind of go back and forth. Oh, that's really interesting. Because now what I'm seeing is you're going back and forth is almost, okay, it's almost an attempt to kind of weave these two timelines together. So there's something in it that is causing you, Leo, to experience a tower moment. And this tower moment is bringing up the idea that you yourself are now residing in a split energy, because you can't exist in two places at once in this type of way. I'm very reluctant to say that you can't exist, because I am always I am always of the mindset that you can do whatever you want to do. But it's kind of referring to that you can physically, but you can't mentally. That's very interesting. So this tower, it's like when the universe senses that you are trying to play both sides, there's a tower moment. Now, this tower moment, of course, it's a tower moment. It's something that it doesn't feel very great. But this particular tower card comes with a message that there's actually no more bad towers. There's no more bad towers. That the only towers that happen for you, Leo, are good ones. And the reason why this is a good tower, I believe, is because it's telling you, it's using the opportunity to tell you that you are actually in a split energy, that you're in this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, of course, all of this, it kind of looks like maybe one or both, or someone found out. Someone found out, right? And because they found out, that maybe there was like some, traditional Five of Swords, maybe there was some type of argument, the tower moment, all of this stuff. And the tower moment, its significance was to tell you that you were in a split energy. And now when you're in a split energy, truth of the matter be told is that you are not able to access all of your energy to be able to manifest everything that you want and desire. So it's as if you are being casted out of both, timelines. It's very interesting because, you know, it's like we have this blue timeline, and then we have this blue one. Now this is shocking. We have this blue one, Seven of Swords and the Empress, and then we have this like red timeline as well, like a blue and red timelines. And so here in this Tower moment, what's happening is that you're actually being cast out of both timelines. And when that happens, you move into this space, this green space, because he's wearing this green cloak here, or, you know, his shirt is green. I don't know why the colors are very significant. That might have something to do with you. But what it's looking like is that when you're in this Five of Swords, you're actually, it's like you're in 1111. Oh, and today is the 1111 portal. You're actually in a green space where you can make a brand new decision. You're being allowed to make a new decision. This Tower moment is putting you in a space where you have to decide which direction you're going to move in next. And with it being green, it's very interesting. It's like, even though you are in a split energy, it's like you're in a safe space. Well, that's beautiful too, because it's like, you know, this Queen of Pentacles is making a safe space for you, but this one here is actually created by you. So that's significant. And what happens here is that you then decide, Seven of Swords again. You decide to go to the Seven of Swords, but the significant difference here, you know, and of course, Leo, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, it's definitely coming through as like a little bit of a sneaky energy. Like, there might be people that don't know what's going on, or you're withholding some type of information. And look at this. This is the split in your energy. By withholding information, or, you know, existing in both of these timelines, it's almost like you're sneaking away from each of them to be able to coexist, but it's not really coexisting, because in order to move into this red one, you would have to sneak away from the blue one, and in order to move into the blue one, you have to sneak away from the red one. So it's not actually coexisting. It's really hiding. And I think that actually has something to do with that self-sabotage, that trauma response mechanism, which is the withholding of information, because perhaps maybe neither of these timelines actually want you to be in the other one. They want all of your energy to be with them, like in a very focused manner. So you're sneaking away and choosing this red timeline, or you're sneaking out after this Tower moment. It's like you're continuing what you're doing, but you're now holding on to the reality that this Queen of Pentacles here is, well, it's like the real deal, right? They're the real deal. That's what we were talking about in the YouTube portion. So there's an understanding that this Queen of Pentacles is actually the real deal. Yet you're still moving in silence. There's something about you're still moving in silence about it. And what's happening here is that you're actually moving into the other Lovers card, which is so fascinating because when it first came out, which is why like I really wish that I would record me shuffling the cards and them coming out. That's exactly how this showed up. So it's like by day and then by night. Do you see these two Lovers cards? This one is like a day version and this is a night version. So it's like by day and night. I mean, Leo, it looks like you're living two lives. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like you are living two lives. By day, it looks one way. And by nighttime, it looks a totally, like it looks another way, right? But what I will say is that although you are living these two lives, in the Lovers cards, you are still showing up wearing these red robes. So there's something that is intrinsically within you that you know that you want to be in this. It's coming through as like a red timeline. You want to be in this here, this one's energy. You want to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, because if this is like two women, this almost looks like two women. If this is two women, this is where you actually want to be. Because these are the robes that you're wearing. So it's as if regardless of where you find yourself, physically or mentally, especially with all of these swords, wherever you find yourself physically or mentally, you're still coming into a space where it's like, you know, the reality of the situation. That's what this is coming through as. You know, we're ending off your reading with the Hanged Man, and you know, look, he's in blue. So it's coming through as like, you know, the reality of the situation, and you know that eventually you're going to have to hang up this blue timeline, whatever this is here. Like it's coming through as you're going to have to, yeah, it's just hanging it up. I mean, it's the Hangman. And this entire process for you has given you an illumination as to where you truly belong. It's kind of, in a sense, you know, the Hangman, like if we really go back to the super traditional meanings of the Hangman was one who he was caught for not trespassing, but treason, transgressions, those types of things. It's like this tower moment for you was you actually getting caught. And when you got caught, what was exposed is that exposed to yourself actually, is that you've been living in an illusion. And there seems to be like a true match for you. Like this right here, this day and night thing with the robes of this Queen of Pentacles. It's like she's presenting as that this is actually the true match. This is actually the true match. And so this entire tower moment, this process here for you, you're realizing that this is where you're actually meant to be. Now, there is a moment here where it's kind of coming through as like a sacrifice. Like you're having to sacrifice this blue timeline in order to drop into the red one. And I wish that I could even do another extended, because I would love to see how this does play out. But I'm sensing here that when this Tower moment happens, so you see how in the Tower he's wearing a mask that has this blue ribbon, right? And of course he's got this red cloak that's draping over his shoulders. What I'm sensing here is that you're actually removing yourself from the perception of, it's like you're removing that mask, you're removing the illusion. It doesn't really look like it's a sacrifice that you are making yourself. It looks as though that it's almost looking like it's being forced upon you by some universal happening. There's some type of orchestration that is happening that is, in a sense, you're getting caught. You're getting caught. And because of that, it's like you're realizing that you're going to have to strip away the mask of that blue timeline, which is symbolic of the illusion that you even belong there to begin with. And because of that, it's actually alerting you and telling you that you need to move. That's what this overall energy is for you too. You know, that overall energy was of this Six of Swords, and he's wearing this red. So it's telling me that it's like you are going to be moving. It might not be immediate because you're hanging. It's like you're trying to hang in there, but eventually your overall energy will take over and you will move into this red timeline. I want to say with this Queen of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Okay. Thank you so much, Leo, for allowing me to read your energies, and I send them back to you with love. Have a wonderful